Starfield is going to be a role-playing game set in space on a massive scale, featuring up to 100 star systems. While quite a few of those systems will be fictional or interpreted in a gamified way, one star system in particular seems to be the focus of a lot of players out there, and that is, of course, Sol, or very own solar system, which plays a significant role in the game, apparently. And of course, one thing that players will have in mind when thinking of our solar system is its fate. What happened to our home? Well, while we don't know that yet, after all, we'll have to discover that by ourselves by playing the game, the latest Starfield Direct presentation did show some tidbits of footage of our very own solar system, and so these are the images that you will be seeing in this video. So we're going to get started here with a map of the Sol system, our solar system here, which features 9 planets that we'll be able to discover and quite a few moons as well. Of course, we're going to have Mercury that we're going to see a little bit later as well. Venus, I got no idea what we'll be able to do with Venus. It will be interesting to see how toxic this planet is going to be and how hostile it is. The Earth is out there with the moon. We will see the moon later on. Mars is there with its 2 moons. Interestingly, the 2 moons are represented on the icon on the top left. So are we going to be able to land on those 2 tiny moons around planet Mars? That's going to be interesting. Jupiter next with 4 moons apparently there. These are probably the Galilean moons. One of them we'll be seeing as well. There's also Saturn, which seems to be having quite a few moons out there. We've got also Uranus and Neptune, and it seems to be Pluto and Charon as well. So that's what we can see already from that map. Next, we get to see a glimpse of Mercury. Now, this seems to be a cave on Mercury with those very interesting fluorescent or luminescent crystals. Or mushrooms or fungi. I have no idea what those are. It's probably going to be very interesting to be discovering those. Next is an image of what looks to be, unfortunately, Earth. This probably can give us an idea of what happened to our home planet. The atmosphere seems a little bit too tenuous, though, to be Earth, so it could be also Mars. But this really looks like the Arch of St. Louis in Missouri, in America. So that's something that's widely speculated to be Earth, and that's why I've decided to put it out there. It is rumored that Earth has suffered a cataclysmic event and so had to be evacuated and abandoned by humanity, leaving it barren, and no doubt that we'll get to discover what happened to our home planet in Starfield. But next is our very own moon called Luna. That is its Latin name. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if Earth is going to be called by its Latin name Terra. We'll get to see, but the moon is definitely called Luna here. For some reason, it seems to be a radioactive icon there. So was it nuked as well? Is it the reason why also the Earth is abandoned? I guess that we'll also have to figure it out. It seems like there's a tiny little atmosphere that we can see on the moon, though, so that's a bit strange. Anyway, we still have a couple of more images, and then is Mars. And we got a lot of images on Mars because that's where you have the mining city of Cydonia, which is said to be the largest settlement in the Sol system. And also, I think also the largest mining settlement too in human space. So it's definitely going to be playing a large role, and we definitely saw a lot of combat footage happening on Mars. But we also saw a lot of combat footage on Io. This is Io here. Io is one of the moons of Jupiter. It's a volcanic moon. I'm very surprised to see that it looks kind of grayish and not really yellow as it looks from space, but this could be an area where this is like a gray area of the moon and the rest could be yellowish. But it's great to see planet Jupiter also in the back. You can also see its ring system because yes, Jupiter does have some rings that are not really very visible. They seem to be usually dark and tiny, but they are out there. And we can also see some footage of some combat happening inside one of the moons of Io. It seems like this one is taken over by this kind of Varum cult where these zealots are all over the place. It's interesting to see all those crystalline formations as well inside the facility. Lots of ice inside the facility as well. It could be abandoned. It would be nice to also understand what happened. And that's not all, because we also saw those zealots out there in the solar system and another place, and this is Saturn. Now, it's not confirmed that this is Saturn, but there is a little top on the top left. You have a little indication that says it's the old neighborhood here. A mission status, the old neighborhood. So I suppose that this is a mission that takes us to this area here. Now, if you don't know, in Starfield, the old neighborhood is a nickname for the solar system. That is how humans call the solar system. They call it the old neighborhood. So that's why I speculate here that what we are looking at is Saturn from the point of view of its ring here. Probably we are in the inner ring belt. But I'm surprised we don't see the shadow of the rings on the planet. Anyway, probably this is an older footage. Maybe it will be there. We don't know, but it seems like indeed the Varun will have quite a presence over there in the solar system. So it will be interesting to also see why. What do they believe in? What are they doing here? Anyway, guys, these were the tidbits of footage that we saw of the solar system in Starfield Direct. I cannot wait to be trying this out. Did I miss anything also? Well, let me know in the comment section down below. Got any idea about what happened to Earth? Why is the moon radioactive as well? I would also like to know what your theories are. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much to Dr. Fabian, Wolfpack Pug, and Zero Crusher for supporting the channel. Patreon, if you want to help out, you'll find the link in the description down below as well. I've been Irad. I'll see you guys later.